I can finally relax after weeks of crunching to get reviews, videos, and the Mario Party tier list out. I even gave myself a few extra videos so I could focus on making our next ones even better. Time to check the comments.
I was wondering when you'd see that.
How long have you been waiting in my room to suddenly appear next to me after I see that comment?
3 days, 7 hours, 12 minutes, and 55 seconds. I really need to pee, then we can get started.
Mario Party Superstars is the next installment in the long-running Luck and Skill Mario spin-off series that perpetuates the notion that success and failure truly only rely on one thing: luck. However, instead of introducing anything new to the series, Superstars sought to take a step back in time and bring some of the series' earliest installments, parts of them anyway, into the future, kicking and screaming if they have to.
Just like Mario Party's 9, 10, Island Tour, Star Rush, Top 100, and Superstars was developed by ND Cube.
This was the reddest flag I could find.
This was an expensive joke. Our long-running campaign to give development of the series to anyone else under Nintendo's wide umbrella of developers fails again, and here we are. Anyway, this time, Mario Party Superstars seeks to build its merit on nostalgia for the most part by bringing back classic minigames and, above anything else, boards. That's right, some of our complaints from Top 100 have been answered with actual, literal board travel. Take a hike! On 5 returning boards: Peach's Birthday Castle, Cake, Peach's Birthday Cake, Yoshi's Tropical Island, Spaceland, Horrorland, and Woody Woods, all from Mario Parties 1 through 3.
The boards look actually really awesome. Everything is bright, textures are high quality, and they are generally just a pleasure to look at. In fact, akin to Super Mario Party, everything is fucking gorgeous to look at. There is not one thing on screen at any given moment that doesn't look incredible. Not only are these 5 boards back, but so are over 100 minigames. However, these 100 don't just pull from parties 1 through 3, they pull from almost the entire series. Returning stars include Mario's Puzzle Party, Dinger Derby, Piranha's Pursuit for some fucking reason, and more.
There was some real effort to make this game feel as close to the original 3's playstyle as possible by including rule selection and editing before a game begins. You can even add turns in the middle of a game if you feel like torturing you and your friends. Not only that, boards and minigame modes can be played completely online with friends or future enemies, strangers.
Mario Party Superstars truly tried to go above and beyond to ensure the presentation would entice returning players as well as introduce new players to the majesty of what longtime players have been missing.
Unfortunately,
with ND Cube at the helm, there were bound to be some missteps that make this a hard experience to return to, recommend, and to play for a long period of time. We simply cannot trust them with new installments, updating older installments, or anything really.
We'll begin with the boards. These 5 boards may look and sound similar to the boards of old, but they are a far cry from what they once were. By bringing them into the future, the original flavor was almost entirely lost, as icons are changed, lucky spaces were added, and board layout and events were altered. One specific example is Peach's Birthday Cake. Originally, Goomba's Seed Lottery takes place before reaching the star, thus leading a player toward the star or toward Bowser. It also waited to reset seeds until all 4 were used. Here, the Seed Lottery takes place after reaching the star, can allow an annoying shortcut which includes a visit to Bowser, and resets after the Bowser seed is found.
While this may seem like a welcome change, one which removes a potential trap for players who may miss the star due to the seed lottery, there were countermeasures in place to make sure if anyone missed the star, stealing one was always an option with the plethora of piranha plants available. This created a balance of shitty luck on both sides of the star-having spectrum.
Another major change: Bowser. Bowser was made into a joke. You heard me. Bowser is just annoying now. Rather than the greedy, powerful force he was in Mario Parties 1 through 3, he resembles his Party 7 form, where he's more of a prank the game pulls on you. Considering how easy it is to get coins from the hideously frequent lucky spaces, minigames, coin minigames occurring every 5 turns, prevalence of lucky blocks, and stealing, Bowser definitely acts as more of a trip-up in your spending rather than a hole that bleeds your wallet dry. In fact, Bowser and red spaces are so rare, they're only used to break up the frequency of blue and lucky spaces.
The second change brought into the future were the minigames. One of the better things they included was the practice mode which precedes each minigame. This can be turned off in the opening options before you start any board game. Beyond returning boards, over 100 minigames return in this installment as well, about half of which even return from Top 100. So if you really enjoyed such minigame masterpieces as Piranha's Pursuit and Mecha Marathon, then you're in luck!
Also, with the ongoing debates and lawsuits centered around Joy-Con drift, Why would you include tug-of-war again? You need to rotate the stick, and you even put in a warning about not injuring yourself or the technology in the practice mode. That makes absolutely no sense. You have decades of minigames to pick from. Just replace it with one that doesn't cause destruction to the controllers or your hands.
It's much easier to incite the need to purchase more Joy-Con because Nintendo likes money.
Is that why we have so many pairs?
Partially, but mostly because
Colors!
Right. The final and most important / disappointing change made to update this game, the sacrifice of game aesthetics. Mario Party 1 had fairly regular designs, not much was a spectacle besides the fact that it is Mario Party, but 2 had costumes, and 3 took place almost entirely in a storybook. 2 had costumes per map that changed the look of each character into someone who gives half a nehru about how they look at a costume party. Bowser even partook. 3 actually transported the crew into a storybook. There are cardboard cutouts of trees and characters everywhere. Now, everything looks the same. Every map may look gorgeous, but that's more of a graphics update than it is returning from past games. Imagine if costumes were kept, and Woody Woods had cardboard cutouts of trees to simulate a forest instead of another generic forest area.
ND Cube just can't strike that right balance between nostalgic returns of important and game-defining mechanics and actual fun. They couldn't in Top 100 and they couldn't here. The fun that can be had is unevenly spread among mechanics that are ruined, the mechanics that are altered, and the mechanics that are straight up removed. It's kind of disappointing.
Oh, right. Pity points return. With the frequency of lucky spaces giving free coins and too often appearance of lucky blocks, in addition to a coin grabbing minigame every 5 turns, no one is ever unable to buy a star by turn 6. Even if you aim to lose every minigame, lucky spaces, pity points, and board events will ensure you almost always have enough.
Superstars was almost a competent installment that reintroduced many of the things that made the first 3 Mario Party games special and unique. Many of those mechanics were forgotten or changed to accommodate a very spread-even experience that removed the roll again spaces from Mario Party 1 boards, eliminated the Koopa Kid spaces and costumes from Mario Party 2 boards, and deleted Bowser's curses from the Mario Party 3 board. There were more steps that could have been taken to create a better experience that combined all 3 games' mechanics. Imagine costumes for each board, traveling backward with a curse on each board.
Or Game Guy. Seriously, Game Guy should have been on every board. Also, traveling backward is still the best mechanic in any Mario Party, and you will not change my mind. Before we end this, we should probably handle one more thing. A few weeks ago, just before the release of Superstars, we put out our tier list of Mario Party titles we've played. Well, it's time to place this one on that tier list. After very little deliberation, we can safely place this installment in the C tier, specifically between 2 and Super Mario Party. This is a very inoffensive installment. We can marvel at the look of everything until Din's fire burns out, but we can't help feeling like there's so much that was left out in favor of creating a new-ish Mario Party experience built on nostalgia alone.
Not enough nostalgia, apparently. You can introduce items from 2 and 3 to 1's boards, but you can't even fact-check your own encyclopedia pages? Star Guards? Really, guys?
What's up with that?
Superstars bringing back over 100 minigames, studs and duds alike, remastered and optimized for modern hardware is actually a great idea on paper. But for us two, who are currently equipped to play almost every game in the series at any time we please, Superstars needed to do better with its boards, economy, post-game bank incentives, and mechanic diversity to stand out and hold our attention. The online support is noted and welcome in these socially distant times, and we thank NDQ for including the original versions of some music tracks for those who prefer them over the remixes. Ultimately, Superstars ends up on the lower end of the games it was attempting to pay respect to, below 2 and 3, but above 1. Cake.